We're down to 4 teams as we go into leg number 10.
Leg 10, we got to Thailand, Chiang Mai.
Chiang Mai.
Nice place.
Everybody gets out of Bahrain, goes to Chiang Mai.
Long flight, man.
Yeah. And they got to go through Bangkok.
Yeah, that's the only way to get to Chiang Mai. Through Bangkok.
I would think.
Yeah.
There's probably another way, but you know.
Through the.
Not that we would know.
Well, like I said, I've been to Chiang Mai. You got to go through Bangkok. Usually, you fly in or you take a train. Train's a nicer way.
You get to Chiang Mai.
Range travel tips: take the train.
There you go. Get the not the shuttle, because when they got to Chiang Mai, they had to get on the shuttle.
Those things are cute.
It was kind of interesting.
I prefer because they said this is the one way you get around Chiang Mai, but they also have a lot of tuk-tuks in Chiang Mai.
I think that would have been more fun.
That would have been more fun.
I think there was a lot more distance covered on this one.
It's not a big place, Chiang Mai. It seems no, it's not. There's a lot of people, but it's a small place.
Oh, okay.
But either way, you got room for your backpacks and the cameraman. I think that's probably it, and that's the next way.
So you need to have the space.
And the thing is, there's a language issues with all of them. So they were going, go here, and the guy's going, sure, I know where that is, and going wherever you wanted to, possibly.
So when they get there, they get in the shuttles. They have to find Royal Park Rajapruk.
Yes.
Royal Park
And
Rajapruk. Find the white elephants.
Find the elephants, and then find the garland, and then find a woman in the
Find
park.
a woman who has a matching one
garland?
on one side, so that they can trade the other garland for the clue. For this, everybody's on to the detour. Size it or seize it. So it's size it. What do you do?
You measure an elephant, and then figure out the math, and figure out its weight, and then you try to get
the next clue.
Then you get the next. You can do other things as well.
Yeah.
And then the other one is
seize it. And in seize it, you get to go to a rice paddy and collect 20 giant bullfrogs.
Which
like
one
this
do
big.
you think?
I would have done the elephant one.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, now I got nothing against grabbing frogs and stuff. It doesn't make any difference to me. But the mucking about in a rice paddy, I'd rather see it on dry land.
That's true. But it seemed once you figured out to grab the frogs,
I think that would have been faster.
Because there's a lot of things you had to feed the elephant, and then you measured the elephant, and sometimes the elephant wasn't into it, and then you had to ride the elephant. And elephants, we did that in Chiang Mai when I went there years ago, and it's nice, but it's very slow. Mm-hmm. So we were probably
they're not a race animal.
Ooh, elephant racing. So it takes time. So it might have been a longer, but then you got to find out, as Alex and Connor showed, you can grab a frog, but then it's gonna
squirm out of its way.
And again, Cody was like,
he was
in there.
He was like the bullfrog hunter.
He was like he was on his hands and knees. That's the way you do a task like that. You get on your hands and knees.
Jessica's going around. I found one.
And if I was Connor, I said, "Oh, thanks," and picked it up right in front of her. If you're not going to pick it up, I'm going to take it.
Exactly. Why not, right?
And so Henry and Evan have a bit of trouble measuring.
They did.
And they had a bit of trouble with the math for the Yale types. But
they had mismeasured the foot twice.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what they're taking in Yale. Just because you go to Yale doesn't mean you're good at math.
Exactly. And Chrissy and Jen had initially were going to do the bullfrogs, having the frogs, but then they saw that the other guys, 2 teams are there, nobody's got anything yet.
Well, I think
they're like, we're going to the elephant.
Out of here.
Yeah. Make a decision really quick because the elephant was further down. It wasn't like they had to backtrack, so it was just further down the road.
That's it. If you're going to change detours, decide early.
Make it quick.
Don't go for another 20 minutes and then decide. Decide early. They made a good decision.
And it was a good decision because they managed to get there while Henry and Evan were still working on their elephant. Mm-hmm. Did their measurements, did not screw up their calculations.
They did not.
And they were out of there first.
Math is relatively easy.
Pretty simple stuff. This plus this minus.
Yeah.
Follow the order of operations that are written down and just go with it.
Well, your wife's a math teacher, so you know all that stuff.
Yeah, I'd probably still screw it up.
Probably. And she would divorce you. We've had this discussion before.
Yeah, pretty much. Anytime there's a math task,
It's like, don't screw up.
I will avoid the math task just so I don't look like an idiot.
Try to avoid things so you don't look like an idiot.
But do nothing.
You're going to be like Jessica. I'm just going to stand here.
I'm going to avoid and say, wait, get that frog.
No, there's a dead frog. I worry about you stepping on the frogs.
I would be too.
Did they have to be alive to catch them?
It didn't say.
Didn't say. Well, it might
maybe not, because maybe they were gathering them all for the roadblock.
The roadblock, yeah. So our teams do various things. Who gets to the roadblock first?
Alex and Connor.
Alex and Connor again. And so Alex goes, I'll take this. One of those things where you go like, I'll take this, but then the other teammate has to do something else.
Yeah. And it was funny because Cody and Jessica, again, left first.
Yes.
Alex and Connor got there first.
Yeah, must be the driving skills.
A bit of the driving, and they got a really good cab driver.
I think they got a good cab driver.
Their cab guy their shuttle guy was like really good.
He knew
where he was going,
things
everything.
Yeah. So the roadblock, you had to eat 3 scorpions or 4 scorpions and then a frog, while your teammate had scorpions all over the front of your body. So
since you don't like to eat stuff, I guess you'd have scorpions crawling on you.
Either way it would work for me. I just stood there. They're not going to kill me. They're just going to crawl me. And
Connor
had the right thing.
Going to move.
He did not move. He just stood there and went like,
"Hurry up, Alex!" Yeah, I don't think his scorpions moved at all.
No, they just stood there.
Jessica was squeaming a bit,
and I can see that. She's probably pretty sure.
She was actually a lot quieter than I thought she would.
Because she realized if I scream too much, they're going to freak out. And they started climbing up.
She actually held her, kept it together for that.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised.
It would have been more uncomfortable for her because they put them right on her breast. And that's. Could you put it on her back?
Then you can't see them, though. I'd rather be able to see where they are. I'd rather see that they're on my shirt and, okay, I can see it.
So you got to crunch through them. And it seemed. Alex seemed to like it. He liked the frog.
He liked the frog better than the scorpions. Cody just. Yeah, could have been, a bucket full of glass. I think Cody would have just eaten it and been done.
Kind of more. And you notice if certain things it looked like they had a glass of beer.
Yeah.
So scorpions and beer and frog. He sounds like a good. It's like chicken wing night.
Yeah. It's all good. We do that.
Give me some salt and pepper. Scorpion.
Can we dip those in chili sauce? We're good to go. Anyway, after that, everybody's out. Alex and Connor heading out just ahead of Cody and Jessica. Mm-hmm. And they're the first ones to get to the mat.
Again.
At the pit stop is at Wat Chetty Temple. Yeah. And they aren't allowed to run. Once they get to the temple, they have to walk to find Phil at the temple.
Be very respectful. And
they get there, and just as they're at the mat,
Cody and
Jessica right behind them. So it was really close.
They went a trip to someplace they don't know.
Curacao, something, I don't know.
Sounds like a nice place.
Yeah, someplace in the Caribbean. So,
and then, oh God, my brain is.
Christian Jen came in third. And Henry and Evan
came in fourth. They thought they were out because they were slow on the math.
Yeah.
But
non-elimination leg.
So they have to do a speed bump. Yeah. And the next leg.
And the finale is another 2-hour finale.
2-hour finale. They're trying to get
14 cities.
14 cities. Hong Kong and San Francisco.
Yeah.
I don't want to get on Amazing Race Canada again. This is one reason why you should do a little more international legs. Because they had a lot of issues with getting lost. Language, which when you do a lot of Canadian legs, you don't get as much because everybody speaks English.
So once you go to Quebec.
Everybody speaks English in Quebec. If they don't speak English, they're lying to you. The only people who don't speak English in Quebec are the older people, like my aunts and uncles who are like in their 90s. They don't speak English. Everybody else speaks English.
And their French is so bad we don't understand it anyway.
So this is a good example of a good leg with good teams and good tasks. And I want to see more of that in season 6 of Amazing Race Canada. Because this is a good example of how to do it.
Yeah, this was a good season.
And it was
really well cast, well organized.
And this was
good tasks.
And this was a really good leg. I enjoyed. Yeah. I got excited. I was excited again watching Amazing Race. I wonder who gets in. These are hard tasks. They weren't like you could do it in 10 seconds. You had to lift things. You had to deal with scorpions.
The King of Halva.
Was
an easy task.
It was sort of a pass things through just to get you lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. That's Wayne's discussion of why he liked this episode.
I think it was a good episode.
It was a good episode.
It was an enjoyable one to watch.
Yeah.
And
it was. And I'm looking forward to
the finale.
And I'm at this point, I'm not sure who I want to win. I mean, I'm leaning towards Alex and Connor, mostly because Connor is a funny, interesting guy, and Alex plays off well with them. And even though they're big-time car racers, they seem really down to earth. I mean, these guys are... This is big-time car racing. They're big-time guys, so they're really down to earth. Henry and Evan, I always have a soft spot for them because smart people. I don't know why I like smart people. Maybe because I'm not smart.
You're pretty smart.
I know. I'm just saying that to get in. anyway.
I know, you just try to, pull him for a compliment.
And Cody is, I'd like him to win because
he's like a beast.
He's a beast. And Christy and Jen, they're also beasts, but they're also
exactly
sweet and nice.
They're much cuter beasts.
Yeah. So good teams.
I think, I'd be good with any of these teams winning. There's no negativity to it.
The only thing that would bother me is I know they're winning, Cody and Jessica win because he's doing a lot of the work.
He's doing twice the work.
But he's also being nice and saying she's my foundation, which, as we're guys who are married, we get that.
We do.
So
and sometimes that is what it takes. I mean,
he just needs
if she wasn't there, if he was saying with somebody else, he might do terrible.
With some guy from the Marines, they might be alpha mailing against each other.
Yeah, exactly. So, this might be the balance that he needs.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. There's our review. We'll see you late for the finale review.
Because, I'm out of town.
Because you're out of town again.
Oh,
well, no big.
See ya.